Hi everyone, today we're gonna talking about the process of our project as a team. As a team, we have 3 members in our team. We are Tubei, Liu Tian, and Louisa. Have 3 parts of our project. It's the advantage of our project and the weakness, and how can we make the weakness be better. And in my part, I will introduce you guys about the advantage of our project. As a team, the firstly important thing of our advantage is, in my opinion, is we work as a team very hardly and very good. As I said, Louisa always help us about our grammar, our vocabulary very carefully. She pay a lot of patience on our word and help us loyalty. As for Liu Tian, she's always research some hard information seriously and carefully. As for me, I'm be passionate about our organization, about some meeting. This teamwork is the most thing I think one team should be have. And the second point of our advantage, in my opinion, I think it's we are very close to the supermarket, and the supermarket which we serve waitress and Spencer marks are very close to each other, so we can find the consequence quickly and we can find what we want convenient. This is the helpful thing for us to find the information and get a conclusion to each other. We use the best area and make it correct. This is one of the advantage of us team. The last, and it's also an important advantage, is we are friendly to each other because we live very close to each other. We see each other every day. As the long time we have been good friends, even if we came from the different countries, different cities, we talk happily to each other. It makes our topic be easier to communicate. Yes, and that's all. And my partner Liu Tian will introduce the next part for you guys. Thank you.
I'm going to talk about the weaknesses of our group. During the process of the research, we need to write the report, and also we need to do lots of research about that 2 supermarkets. And our group, the weakness of our group is mainly in the sources research. Firstly, we thought it's very hard for us to find the related academic sources. For example, when we did the research about the brand strengthening of the waitress, we tapped the waitress as the keynote in Simon, and there are many articles appear in the screens, but most of them are not really related to the brand strengthening of waitress. They are just the articles that have mentioned the name of it. So it's very difficult for us to use Simon well. And secondly, the website from the Marks and Spencer's the website from Marks and Spencer's doesn't have all the product information, such as it didn't show the prices of the chocolates, and it's very difficult. We can't find the price, so it's very difficult for us to answer the research questions. If you have designed this kind of question about the price, about the chocolate, it will be very difficult to answer the question. And the last weakness of our group is that we didn't have enough time to do homework. Course every day we need to finish Michael's class at 6:80, and then we maybe take half and an hour to have dinner, and then it may be about 8 p.m. you can start to do your homework. So it's quite normal that you are still keep doing your homework at midnight. So it's very easy to make mistakes if someone is very tired or sleepy. That's all my topic about our group's weaknesses. And the next reason we will talk about the next topic: how can we improve the weakness?
Now I'm going to talk about the third topic of this presentation, that is how we can improve our weaknesses and how we can work better as a group. So the first and most important thing is the organization, because not just for this project but for everything in our lives we need to be organized, because we need to plan everything, we need to have a methodology, and we need to follow the deadlines and the dates. So this is very important. And if you are organized, you can save time, and you don't be overload of work, and don't need to be pressure to do your obligations. So it's the most important actually topic, the tip for our group. And also a basic tip for be organized is to sleep very well, because if you had a great night of sleep, you can the next day you can't miss your meetings or your class. So you need to sleep. And at secondly, the other tip or advice is, when you have some doubts or some problems, you don't need to be shy to ask. Mainly for your teacher or your friends or your classmates, you need to ask. You don't need to hesitate to ask, because they will help you. And you don't need to wait for the next day to talk with your teacher, because today everything is so easy and it's so accessible, so you can just use a social network or email, or send him a message and you can contact him. Just a very good tip that you need to remember, need to pay attention with the hour, because if it's midnight or like 3 o'clock in the morning, if you send a message to your teacher, probably he will be sleeping. So this is not very convenient, a convenient hour to contact him. So pay attention. Also, you need to ask for your doubts, but you also need to help your friends with their doubts, with their problems. You need to have communication with your group. And at the last topic of the last advice is that about your writing. Every time when you write something, you need to pay attention at what you're writing, and when you finished, you need to check everything, your grammar, your vocabulary. So it's very important. And one benefit that we have at this project is because we can make the project step by step. Like every day we can do a part. So you just need to follow the dates to send your project to your teacher, and he can send you back, and you can fix everything or do it all over again if it's necessary. So to finish this presentation, it's the most important is to be successful in not only in this project but with everything. You need to follow the rules, you need to be organized, and that's it. So thank you, bye.